So now you have a murdering former L.A. cop, and Steve Roberts has said, well, wait a minute now. This guy is the intelligence there at work here, and there is racism in the LAPD. Everybody knows this. This guy's got historical sensibility. We got to pay attention to this guy, despite the murders. No, the fact he's smart, and knows that there's racism. Look, the fact that he's black is a factor here. I'm sorry, but what else would explain this? What else would explain excusing this, or if not excusing it, relegating the murder aspect of what the guy's doing to secondary status, and that the primary thing we must see is his intellect and his grievance. His grievance is real. There is racism in the LAPD, and everybody knows it. Rodney King, everybody, remember those cops in Simi Valley? Everybody, this is the implied content of what Roberts is saying is racism. Everybody knows it, and this guy's black. He knows it. He got fired, probably unjust. Okay, so he's killing people, but we got to listen to what he said. That's Steve Roberts. Ryan Lizza was on the show. He's a New Yorker magazine correspondent for Washington. And after Roberts said what he said, then Dorner having some legitimate points, then Ryan Lizza and Howard Kurtz take another spin at this.
I think there's a kernel of truth to the criticism you were getting on Twitter. Sometimes the media does have a hair trigger when you find out a murder suspect has ties to, say, the Tea Party or some radical right group.
And I have criticized that.
And we get all over it, sometimes fairly, sometimes not so much. So I can understand why there's some sensitivity on the right to this.
I think there's a kernel of truth here to the criticism you're getting, Howie. Yeah, we sometimes do run a little bit quickly to blame the Tea Party. I think there's a kernel of truth, Howie. And now he says, yeah, I've criticized that, and I can understand. Right. These guys blow my mind. Back to the top of the show. Doers versus... the hypocrisy is the least of it, and the hypocrisy's huge. They don't see it. They do not see that they're ignoring this guy's left-wing ties. They don't see that they're making no effort to tie this guy to being inspired by liberalism. This guy's inspired. He wants the approval of liberals. He's seeking their approval. Meanwhile, there is no relationship to conservatism and all these other crimes that are committed. Here you have a direct tie. They ignore it. And when it's thrown up at, well, maybe there's a kernel of truth, but this guy's smart, and there is racism in the LAPD, and he's smart, and we got to listen to what he's saying, and we got to consider that because he's smart and there is racism. The murderers, well, it's not so hot, but that's not the main thing to look at here. Charlie Sheen, one of the actors the guy has called out. Charlie Sheen's all excited here. This is from TMZ.
Christopher Dorner. This is Charlie Sheen. You mentioned me in your manifesto, so thank you for your kind words. I am urging you to call me. Let's figure out together how to end this thing. Call me. I look forward to talking to you.
Oh, that Charlie... No. Charlie Sheen on TMZ, and I guarantee you Horner saw it. Guarantees he watches TMZ. Horner first said, how the hell I call you, bud? You didn't leave your number. I didn't lie to you. You heard the audio. Charlie Sheen said to Christopher Dorner, thank you for your kind words. There are two reasons that this Dorner is an acclaimed hero to people. One, I kid you not, if you read the tweets, this guy is being supported because to some people he's fighting a race war, folks. He is fight. That's what the Django references mean. Modern day Django come to life. Way to kick they ass is a common theme in this. I mean, they ass is us, by the way. The population at large, the establishment, the majority. So, and he's waging a race war. The Daily Caller has a piece on his support, and it's shocking. It's entirely racist. It's entirely based on racial support for the, he's waging a race war. Now, Charlie Sheen, he doesn't care about any of that. Charlie Sheen, this guy, he's just the latest big celebrity. And Charlie Sheen is thinking, wow, this guy's calling me out. Man, this is cool. Because this guy's the big story. This guy's big on TMZ right now. This guy's big on E! Entertainment. This guy's big everywhere, this Dorner guy. So as far as Charlie Sheen is concerned, Dorner calling him out, that's a coup, man. That is big. That is more publicity. And that's why it's attractive to Charlie Sheen.